chain. Then I found out that there was no sound. So if you can hear me, I need you to say, yes, we hear you before I start my monologue again. If you hear me, I'd like to hear your comments. Otherwise, I'm going to have to turn this off and get a new phone, okay? So here we go. Can you hear me now? I don't really see any comments, to be honest, and no one's hearing me. Is anyone out there? Anyone alive? Hi. This is the Savage Nation about to talk about the death of a civilization. I'm sure you'd like to hear it, but I don't know if you're hearing me. We're live, and we don't know if you're hearing me. I just did a whole video, and it turned out there was no sound. So I see a thumbs up, so that means you're hearing me, right? Well, here we go. Hear it. Okay, so here we go. I'm in a store that used to be a great chain, Barnes & Noble. It's turned into nothing but lesbian, gay, anti-American, anti-military, anti-police, anti-church, anti-family, garbage and trash on a regular basis. So we go in the store, and the first thing we see is propaganda. Some of these might get banned too. So they show truly great literature like Brave New World by Huxley and things of that nature. Go try to find a conservative book in here. They've already been banned by the ignoble Barnes. See? But they're trying to tell you that banning books that pervert children's minds is evil. Ask them why they banned conservative books in this store. You can hardly ever find one, except by pseudo-conservatives. Okay, fake conservatives you can find in Barnes & Noble. And occasionally a real conservative book might slip through. And then you look at the books that they feature: Homesteading, Martha Stewart, Planting in the Post-Wild World, benign stuff. And then you look a little closer: Mother Tongue, A Surprising History of Women's Words. What the hell is that? What do you mean a history of women's words? Either you are literate or you're illiterate. I don't care if you're a woman or a man. What do you mean women's words? Where'd that come from? This is what goes on when perverts, deviants, psychopaths, and sicko communists take over a chain. They destroyed Barnes & Noble a long time ago. It's why book sales are way down. If you're selling trash that appeals to anti-Americans who burn Teslas, well, you're in the right place. Burn a Tesla and then buy a book in Barnes & Noble. I mean, that's basically the same mentality. All these leftist scum. So I don't go in bookstores. Thank God I'm a very successful older author. I don't need them. I just thank God for that. I don't need them. I'm free. But what if you're a young person who's a brilliant writer? What do you do now? Where do you get published? Well, you could do what I did years ago. You could publish your own book online. You can go and do things online today and hope for the best. And that's it. This is a sad thing because I used to love bookstores. I'd spend hours in used bookstores, new bookstores. I don't go in them anymore. They get me sick, not because my books aren't there. I don't care. I don't need the money or the sales. But I see the shit that they promote, the garbage, the filth. And then they say these books might be banned too, comparing the filth that they're trying to jam down our children's heads with great literature. This is just, look, one thing you got to understand is the devil is not stupid. Don't ever think that the deviants, the perverts, the anti-Americans, the man haters, the family haters, the cop haters, the military haters, the church haters are stupid. Stupid they're not. The devil was never stupid. Well, that's it. Signing off from the Savage Nation. If you like what you hear, it means you see what's going on. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with others who want to know the truth. Have a nice day, okay?